Hey everyone, Jason here. I'm going to be working on an iPhone 6s Plus that was sent here for backlight issues. It sounds like sort of a classic description of somebody that's had some struggles with it, having half backlight and yada yada yada. I don't know what I'm getting into. So let's have a look at this thing. Here is what the customer shipped this in. Now I have revealed to my customer that this is their phone. They will, who am I kidding? It doesn't matter what device I've ever posted a video on. Everybody always recognizes their phone. And here we go. This is an iPhone 6s Plus. Let's have a look inside this thing and see what is going on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull the screws out of the bottom of here. There's been a few repairs the past few weeks that I really wish I would have recorded, but as all of you know, I had fallen way behind due to difficult repairs and some really crazy stuff. And the last few weeks has just been a very crazy game of catch up. I have been going 90-0 getting devices fixed and out of here. All right, do we have a tear in the flex cable? Yay, we don't have a tear in the flex cable. God bless you. God bless this customer for not tearing their flex cable. Alright, let's go ahead and remove the bottom battery connector here. Now, I'm not going to hook power to this or anything. I'm just going to get the screen assembly off of it and get to where we can see it. And then we will move straight in with the microscope and have a look and see what has happened with this and try to fix it. Alright, we are almost there. Last screw. I'm not going to be able to do much editing here because I am very thin on time. We are taking, whether anybody likes it or not, we are taking a break at the end of this month, and we're going to jog on back up to Missouri and visit my family. I haven't seen my family in 6 or 7 months, so that's a pretty long time. Alright, so now we've got the screen out of this. Let's set the screws aside. Let's move in under the microscope and see what they did to this phone. Alright, here we go. Alright, it looks like a soldering iron has been used. That right there, that is one of the backlight filters, okay? It is actually gone, but the only way that they get this, I don't know if my camera will be clear enough to show this, but the only way that they get this like liquidy, soldery look to them is if somebody's been in here with an iron. So it does look like it's had some heat used on it, but nothing that's bad enough to cause me to say no. And believe me, I have been saying no. I have been, and I tell you what, it feels so good to look at something that somebody said, how much do you charge to fix touch repair? And then they send me something that is just destroyed. Like, that wasn't part of the deal, dude. So I just, no, turn them away and say no. It feels good, and it keeps me from getting backed up, and it allows me to run a business. Like I'm not letting my customers control me. Try not to get too nervous here. Okay. So we know we have one missing backlight filter, but we don't know about the one on the other side here. I'm going to take some measurements here with the multimeter. Okay, let's get the multimeter on the screen. There we go. We're going to set the meter to diode mode. Let's have a look at ZXW tool just to make sure that we are pulling up the right pins here. So we're going to open up an iPhone 6s Plus, and we're going to zoom in on the connector area here where we've got our fuckery, and let's look at this one here. Let's see, that's a cathode. This is our backlight anode. This is our component that's missing, FL4291, and directly on the other side we should have the other backlight anode. What we're going to do here under the microscope, we're going to use diode mode to check the other backlight circuit. Okay, so the iPhone 6s Plus, it has two backlight circuits. Now what I'm doing here, I've got my red probe on ground. I'm going to use my black probe on this one. We know this one is going to read 0L. I'm checking to make sure my meter works. We know this one is going to read 0L because we are missing this backlight filter here. And then on the other side, we need to know what this one's reading because we need to know if this is a double whammy or a single whammy. This looks like a single whammy. Okay, so this is just a straightforward backlight repair. Thank you. Thank you. So let's Let's get some of this goopy off of here. Now, I haven't used hot air on these topside components in a long time. I use typically a combination between my tweezers and micro pencil. So let's go ahead. I'm just trying to get some of this foam out of the way here because it's going to look like crap once I get flux and alcohol and crap on it. Alright, so there is our area of damage. Now, I almost forgot something really important. Before I dig in and working on this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hook up a screen and make sure this phone boots. Okay, so here is our 6S Plus. I'm going to hook up their screen. Also checking to make sure that their sticker here has all of those lines insulated. What I'm expecting this phone to do, I'm expecting it to boot up with half backlight. It's missing one half of the backlight driver. There's two backlight drivers. One of them is not connected to the display. Okay, so now we have hooked the DC power supply to the phone. Now at the top right hand corner of your screen you will see what we're drawing. And now I'm going to push the power button and 1, 2, 3. 100 milliamps. 150. Okay, we have a backlight logo. So let's go ahead and let this phone boot up. I'm thinking that this is most likely just going to be a half backlight issue, but I won't know until it boots all the way up. I know for 100% certain that half of the backlight's not going to work. Alright, while that boots, I'm going to go ahead and find me a filteroo here. There we go. Throw them aside. Boot. Alright, iPhone is disabled. Try again in 1 minute. And it's really hard to tell with this screen. Let's see, the emergency screen's white. There we go. So we've just got this backlight issue here at the top corner. This is a very simple repair, guys. Yes, I love simple repairs. So let's go ahead and get a filter on this thing. I have in front of me some brand spanking new backlight filters. Okay, let's get that out on the table. Now, to give you a good idea of just how big the backlight filter is, I know most of you watching this channel already know, but some of you do not. I'm going to go ahead, right now I've got a Q-tip, or a toothpick, and I'm pointing a toothpick at that backlight filter. And if you look at that under the microscope, here's the perspective. There's the backlight filter, there's the tip of my toothpick. Nobody cares about that, so let's throw that aside. And let's get this filter inside of the phone so we don't lose it. Okay? And I'm just going to what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit that up here out of the way. Okay, we just sat it up there. And the reason I sat it out of the way is because I need to tin these pads. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. I should have already done the pads. Now I'm actually using a toothpick to apply the flux here. Paul Daniels, you can laugh if you want to. I don't care, I'll use a toothpick to apply flux. What I should do is just drown the whole entire board. That's what I should do. Now I'm trying to make sure I've got all of my solder switched over to the leaded. Make sure I've got nice domes on both of those. That looks good. Now I see that part of the old filter is stuck up against this whatchamadigger here, and we can't have pieces of filter trash on top of whatchamadiggers, so we're going to try to get this out of the way. There we go. Alright, now we're going to take our new filter, and I'm going to try to do this without using tweezers. They're a little bit bigger. And I think I'm just going to sink this down on here with my micro pencil. Everybody loves your micro pencil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold a little bit of pressure down. I really should have just used my tweezers. Okay, it's not exactly straight, but it will work. We're going to leave that. In many of my previous videos, you would see me nitpicking and making sure that filter there was by God straight, but I am learning some hard lessons in time management, and I've got to learn to let stuff go when it doesn't matter, like that filter being crooked, or on there not quite even with the other ones, for instance. It is not worth my time to straighten that out. That filter is soldered perfectly on both sides. We've got a nice blob on both sides, and it's not going to have any electrical issues. Okay, let's continue cleaning this up. I'm trying to clean the solder flux off of this without getting the pads around it wet, the sticky pads around the connectors. Okay, that was quite a bit more alcohol than I planned on using. Alright, let's pick some fuzz out of this. This is why I try not to get the other ones wet. They get all gooey, and sometimes I'll just remove them just for the heck of it. Okay, let's try our alcohol up here. All right, see if we can get full backlight now, guys. Let's hook up the customer's screen. We are going to hook up my power supply to it because I'm too impatient to wait for their battery to charge. And we don't get any high current consumption. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Backlight! Apple logo! Yay! Dun 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 dun! Okay, that looks good. And now as you can see, we've got a fully lit screen and everything is fine. Guys, this was just a really simple backlight repair. Sorry, I know I haven't seen you all in a while, or wait, I don't actually get to see you, but you get to see me. I know I haven't, I know you haven't seen me in a while, and I'm sorry, but the next video is just a simple backlight repair, but that's just the way it is. Let's see, what else am I going to add to this before I call this video to a close? I think it feels really good to start getting caught up. It also feels really good to stick to my guns whenever it comes to people trying to manipulate me, and also whenever it comes to stuff that is just not worth gambling my time on. And gosh, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, guys. This is just a simple, quick backlight repair. I've just been trying really hard to get caught up, and yeah, that's pretty well it. Got to fix my business, guys. I love YouTube, but I also love my business, and I got to keep my business going good. So that's it for now. I will see you next time. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Ta-da! Being very sure to mix the screws up. What you do is you put all the screws in a cup, and then you shake them up and you sling them out on the table like Yahtzee, and then you just put them in everywhere. And then if they don't go in right, or if you have trouble with the phone, you find the longest screw out of all of them, and you try to use that screw in every single hole until the phone don't power on anymore, and then you won't have to worry about what it was that caused you to start rearranging screws to begin with. Okay, dun, 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 dun. it's not finished until it's got the pin lobes in it. Dun, 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 dun. Time me. Wait, let's make sure it lights up.